Going. All right, back another week has gone by.
Yes.
How's your last week? What's new? You said not much?
Not a whole lot.
No.
I taught a yoga class, which was really fun.
You were like Ocean View.
Yeah, I got to teach out in Bowser for some people in their garden on an oceanfront property. It was really nice.
Yeah.
And they really enjoyed the class.
So with, obviously I know you really enjoy the yoga and you're all certified now. Like, where's your future in yoga? What's your vision of?
I'd like to teach at the new studio that just opened like a few weeks ago.
Okay.
I'm going to be doing hopefully some videography for them first. And then I'd like to apply to be like a teacher, a substitute.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
What's your kind of specialty for yoga?
I mean, I give a mean scalp massage.
You do scalp massages?
Yeah.
To everybody?
At the end of my class, yeah.
Or to just one person, the special
No,
chosen
everyone.
one? Holy.
If they want it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's better for like smaller classes. Like I taught 6 people on Saturday.
Yeah.
So it was easier to like go around. But if I had a class of like 20, obviously it'd take a little
it'd be
longer.
harder.
But yeah, I was trained in Hatha yoga, so that's mostly what I'll be teaching. But eventually maybe I'll move into different types of yoga.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun.
Awesome. So, okay. Do you have any, are you doing any yoga then over the next week?
Well, we'll be going away for a little
yes.
bit. But maybe when I get back, I'll go to the new studio.
Okay.
Yeah, try the classes there.
Right on.
How about you?
Well, I feel like my whole consistency has been just about thrown upside down because I hired an assistant and it's in the long run going to be beneficial. In the short term, it's very challenging because it's amazing when you're trying to teach somebody all the systems that you use, how much stuff and how many systems we actually use and programs and websites and just little things that we go here for this and that. Anyways, it's like for her, and she's excellent, her name's Karina, it's like drinking from a fire hose. And so I'm trying to get her up to speed as soon as possible to look after things, but at the same time, she can only digest so much at a time. Right?
Yeah, that's a lot to figure out.
Yeah, so in my own, I feel very out of routine.
Yeah.
Definitely in terms of my work schedule.
Because you have to slow down every single thing that you're doing and be able to explain.
Yeah, so she has a separate office, separate workspace. And so all last week she was in her own space and me in mine. And then I just came and told her to do stuff. And anyways, I learned that is not good because she needs to see how I do things and be present and beside me. So this week she's been spending, when I'm in the office, she's been right there beside. And so that has been much more effective and efficient in terms of her having an understanding for why I'm doing. And she hears me talking on the phone with people and mentioning people's names and just procedures and this is what I do. And she's watching me do stuff. So while she's there, getting familiar with things, she's also seeing me, looking after offers, doing listings, and getting her up to speed. So,
well, it's good that you
changed
the way you're training.
Yeah, and ideally, probably would have been better to hire somebody in the month of November to have up to speed rather than right in the middle of the busy time. Yeah. But I don't know. There's probably never a good time. So. Because there's always a lot going on, and even actually right through November, through the fall, and even through, with the exception maybe a couple weeks at Christmas, we had lots going on right through. So, and that is the goal: consistency, busy. Yes. I had a really good call with Caroline Bale is her name. She's in leadership position with Royal LePage National, and she was a top producing agent for a number of years. And she achieved the Chairman's Award on her own. And so I had a Zoom call with her on Friday and was just asking her how she did it. So it was really interesting, just her take. She had an assistant, and so asking her how she worked with her assistant and what she did. And I mean, she really did get to the point though, like in selling real estate in a high volume, you have to accept the fact that you're going to be very busy because clients, whether they're buyers or sellers, they want to deal with you. They don't want, like, you need to have a certain amount of personal attention to every single customer. You can't put that off to somebody else. And other people can't do it or won't do it the same. And so that's one of the things that I've definitely learned is even though the expectation is to be able to put stuff onto other people or have them look after it, the clients really want that they want to deal with the kind of the lead agent. So yes, again, just doing more, but being more efficient. Definitely having the assistant though is going to take a lot of the admin stuff off my plate. And I wanted to get to that point personally where I felt like I couldn't really handle things anymore. It was just too much. And I got there.
You got there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. But one other thing I want to talk about, it's like just feeling off, like the last couple of weeks, and aside from having, the disruption of introducing a new assistant, new person into the fold, I haven't felt, I don't want to say like I didn't feel like myself, but I can't put my finger on exactly what
like physically or mentally or both?
Well, I would say, I don't know, mentally, I just unsettled. Like I feel a little bit, and this is why I stopped drinking the coffee, because I thought it was the coffee that was doing it. And then then I didn't drink coffee for a week, and I still felt kind of out of sync. And then, like I said, I don't drink a lot of coffee, but then this week I had coffee a few times, but I don't know what it is. There's this feeling of just being off, or like, and the only thing I can say is unsettled. Like, and I don't know how to get back. Like, I feel like I'm off, like just off track a little bit. Like I'm still doing things and going through, but I find I'm getting hung up on small details rather than just like like out of flow. Like I feel like I'm fighting a current, rather than just going with the flow. And I don't know what to do to get that back. Do you ever get that? Like
definitely, for sure. You have. I definitely have times where things are just like, it seems like the things that were super easy are all of a sudden I'm struggling with, or it's just not going with the flow as it normally would. I totally relate. But
so how do we get back? How do I get?
I don't know. I mean, like, tell me a little more about this. Like, what, like, this is a mental unsettledness, or like in your body, like, do you have like an anxiety? Like, what do you mean?
I feel like the feeling is like there's always more to do. Like
oh, okay.
Like, no, but that's always, but like I like a month ago, I felt like I still had lots of stuff to do, but I could, at the end of the day, just like unwind and just be like kind of like present, or just to like shut it off. And I feel like I can't turn it off. There's always and I don't know why that is.
All of a sudden.
Well, and part of it, I know that part of it is adding in Karina, the assistant, and part of it, I think, being responsible for another human being, like as far as and then there's obviously a financial commitment there, but I don't think that's it. But
well, I mean, like, it could just be causing some disruption. That might be why you're feeling a little bit different. But I mean,
definitely, like, just overwhelm. But I feel like I'm doing less than I was doing.
Really?
Like, I don't know. It seems.
Well, maybe you need to calm your nervous system.
Yeah, how? Yoga?
Like, like you need to
Head
like
massage?
chill out. Yeah. Like, take some time. Like, put your legs up on a wall and sit.
Legs on the wall?
Yeah, legs up the wall. Like, lay down on your back, legs up the wall.
I've never heard of this.
It's so good for stress and anxiety.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. And you just sit there, like, lay on your back for 20 minutes with your legs up.
I do that while I'm at work.
It's really, really good.
Okay.
You should try it.
I will try that. That's on my list. Legs up the wall. Okay.
And it's really good for lymphatic drainage as well.
Oh.
It's like good for you.
All right. Okay, well, I will try that for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's, I mean, and there is the side of it that they're saying, like, well, if there's, if you're feeling a bit of being unsettled, or overwhelm is good in terms of growth, because that's periods of growth, right? You're not in that comfort zone. So, but this feels different than that. It's not, it feels like there's to me, there's like feeling good about like good growth and willing to, okay, I'm going to put up with this disruption and that. And I feel more like it just, I don't know why it, that isn't.
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
I don't know, figure it out, but it is a strange thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's been, it just feels like I'm not doing enough.
You're doing a lot.
Yeah, but I know. That's why is the feeling like I'm not getting a sense of accomplishment maybe is also.
You're also really hard on yourself, I feel like.
Maybe.
There was one thing that you forgot last week and you were really hard on yourself about it. And
I forgot about an appointment.
Yeah.
It wasn't a big deal.
No, it wasn't, but I could tell you were like really like disappointed in yourself.
Why did I forget about that? Like normally I would not.
Right.
Like, anyways, yeah. Well, it was an appointment that got canceled, but I forgot to tell my client that it got canceled, and so she had prepared for the showing, which I knew was canceled, but she didn't know. So, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Error.
Yeah. But those things happen. It's okay.
They do. Yes. They do. But I think, and it's this whole idea of like perfection is not attainable, but the pursuit of perfection. So and I think that's part of maybe why I'm feeling a little bit unsettled. Like I feel like I'd be at a higher level than, and I am frustrated having to train an assistant when you don't have any systems in place.
That makes it very difficult.
Yeah. So I really feel like, and in that Dan Martell book, Buying Back Your Time, and he was talking about the camcorder method where you record everything that you do and like do a screen recording and talk while you're going through, which I still haven't done. Like I should be, I need to do that.
I know, if only you had time to prepare to hire an assistant so that you had all the training. But like that's not reality. Realistic. No, I know, but like it's hard.
Anyways. We'll get through it, figure it out.
Yes.
But I think that was a really good. I'm going to implement that record. That's okay. I'm going to put that on my list. Tasks, camcorder method. Because in the long run, that will pay off big time. It's like doing something once and recording it, and then not having to teach someone else about that again.
Yeah. And then they have it for reference as well.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Deep breath.
Yes.
Legs on the wall.
Yes.
So my Wednesday wisdom is that, and I'm going to trust the experts and other people that produce in high levels, and even Caroline Bale, who I spoke with the other day, is that in the course of growth, that there's going to be disruption. And if we're trying to avoid that disruption, that means likely avoiding growth. So my Wednesday wisdom is be okay with the disruption in the big picture. You may feel like a step back. In the long run, it's a step forward.
Yeah, it's gonna benefit you.
It leads to big and better things, bigger and better things.
I like it.
Okay, that's that. But I have a couple more things I wanted to talk about with you in terms of reels and marketing. So what kind of reels are going to get? So this is mainly related to Instagram posts. And part of it is going to relate to real estate related posts for listings. And then the other side of it is going to be just in terms of attention getting posts. What do you feel, so lengthwise of a post, what do you feel is optimal?
15 seconds is like where people will actually watch it.
Okay.
But if you're delivering information, keep it less than a minute.
Okay.
Because Instagram won't push out any content over 90 seconds. They say they won't push it out past 90 seconds, but I know they won't push it out past a minute. Nobody's watching stuff that's over a minute
long.
These days.
It's too long.
It's just too long.
So, and what do you think about like where somebody's talking and there's content versus just music playing and somebody doing something like more an action related?
Well, I think it depends. Like there's this idea that like you should just be pushing out a bunch of content. It doesn't really matter what the content is. And that's the way that you grow your account, but I honestly think it's quality over quantity. Like if you're not actually delivering valuable information, nobody's going to listen to you.
Right.
So like I think like your Wednesday wisdoms, like people are listening to them and they like hearing things that you're struggling with and like real things that you're going through.
Right.
People relate to that and they connect to that and people comment on them. But when we're just like, you know, talking just to talk, people are just going to scroll past. Like they can tell that you're not.
It's not authentic.
It's not authentic. Like people can tell. So I think like it's really good what we're doing with Wednesday Wisdom. I just think in terms of getting more attention on the account, I need more time with you. Okay. And I know right now you're in the process of training somebody for sure.
Yeah, but maybe that should be documented or could be.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, just like more of you. Like I really honestly think that we have the real estate content good. Like we've been making really good reels lately. Yeah. I mean, I have been actually.
Yes.
I have been making really good reels and people have been like connecting with them. People have been commenting that these are really good, like really good content. And they're performing well. So I think we have that portion good, but it's just more bringing you into it.
Well, and in growing the account, we're getting more views from non-followers, which is big too, right?
Yes.
In terms of attracting new followers.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think people are interested in hearing about your life and like.
Yeah. And that's hard to like to just be open about.
Being
struggles and talking about things that are difficult, right? Because
for sure
there are things. But I mean, we're human, we're real people. Like all of us are struggling with certain things and challenges all the time, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the big things that I wanted to, is to be a real person.
Totally. People.
It's not a sales pitch.
People like come to social media to feel connection. So that's what we are supposed to be delivering. Like we're not here to deliver fake stuff that is just like has no value. Like you want to be delivering value and showing that you're a real person because that's what people connect with. They don't connect with fake.
No, you can tell when people are being authentic, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Well, it's funny, Karina was asking me the other day, she redid my on my email signature.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, you should have a like a slogan or a tagline. Right, she's like, what is your? And I couldn't come up with anything. And then one of the things I have in one of my packages of information, it just said it costs the same to hire the best. I mean, I told her that, and she put it on there. But the more I think about it, it doesn't feel very authentic. Like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, well, you could just put something like, just more like good old-fashioned service with a smile, or I don't know. It sounds like without being cheesy, but kind of delivering a message, or I don't know. Or is it unnecessary?
Well, I think it'd be good to have a signature. Something. I like the second one you said more than the first one.
Yeah,
I think.
Just do it, Nike.
Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know. You'd have to think a little more on that.
I'll come up with something, but I think it needs to be authentic.
Totally, absolutely. That's something that everyone's going to read. So.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm hoping that can get back to being a little bit more settled, and I shouldn't say, and not necessarily settled, but feeling accomplished. Like I just feel like it's been like spinning wheels. And
No, I think once you get into more of a groove, like then we can start implementing some other things. But like the first step is you getting an assistant so that you have time to focus on other things. Yeah. So, because like I find right now, like the only content that I have of you speaking is this.
Right.
So, I record the full episode. We post that. We post a Wednesday Wisdom, and then I post like maybe 2 or 3 times of like clips from that long form video. Right. But then that's all I have of content of you. Like, and then so I'm running out of I'm like, okay, I can just repost the same real estate reels or make a new real estate video, but I'm like, that's not really even what people are wanting to see. They want to see more of you. So then I kind of am like, oh, I don't really know what I'm.
Okay, well, so we know what we need to produce, so we just need to produce it.
Yes.
All right.
We'll get there.
Okay. Okay, well, I think that's it
Yeah.
for today. Unless do you have anything else? No?
No, I don't think so.
All right, let's get back at it. Kill it.
Yeah.
Keep the yoga rolling. I'll keep things rolling on
Try
my
legs
side.
up the wall.
I'm gonna go do that right now. I'll
should.
report back next week. I'll let you know. What did you call it? Just legs up the wall?
Legs up the wall.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Legs up the wall. All right. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.